people all over the place. They're fighting for the ball. Big forwards in this. They're down and they're scrapping away. And our camera will be on the game because we've had to go straight into the second game. He had to set up the game and the camera. So we're 40 metres out. The Panthers are trying to get the ball, but Avatiu secured it. There's the kick, and that's from the little fullback. And that's the fullback is Mafu. See. Oh, here we go. Here's one of these Fijians, and he's off. He's off to the races. And that's what I can't believe I'm watching this guy. Great football. These Fijians can run and run fast. You give them an inch, they take a mile, and that's right under the goalpost. And we've got some great players out there. They're exciting players, these Fijians. They just love this game, and they love broken play. So it's 5-0. The Panthers are on top, and that is going to put Avatiu back a little bit because they're going to have to regroup and start again. So it's 5-0. Kick right underneath the post. And boy, it's a star-studded team, this Tupapa team. Yeah, I've got Mr. Kortika here with me, just on the side here. He's our man for rugby union. He doesn't want to be mentioned. So it's 7-0. Oh, sorry, you missed the kick. So it's 5-0. And you can't afford to miss kicks in front. I didn't even watch it because it was right underneath the goalpost and he's missed the kick. So it's 5-0 to Tupapa. But I think that's just why it went. So we've got Avatiu. Big high kick down the back. Out comes out wide. They've got some great players out wide too, Tupapa. Big long kick down the back. It's been well taken by the fullback, Mafu. He's put the kick in. He's chasing the pill. But the referee has got the linesman's call. It's gone out right on the halfway mark. Will be much improved performance from last week. Right, so here we go, right on the halfway. It's a Tupapa ball. They're going to go out wide. Oh, great run. He's on the halfway mark. The Eels have come over the top, but they've secured the ball to Tupapa. They're scrapping for the ball. Avatiu's strong in the forwards. That's a big run. They're testing out the Avatiu forwards. Out they come. Bounce pass over the shoulder and knock back. But he's come up with the ball. He's still on the halfway mark. It's gone out. So we're going to have a line out. There's been a lot of team movements. And it's a quick throw in. The referee says, not straight. And of course last week we had a very wet field and the wet ball, and today's a beautiful afternoon for rugby union, and the referee's getting Tupapa on side. Out it comes. It's not straight. You would have seen that on the camera. Into it, the forwards. He's got his arm out again. Sometimes I can't follow the ref's hand signals, but he's a good referee. So I've got a penalty to Avatiu. And I was speaking to the coach, George Fadafay, and they had terrible trouble kicking last week for penalties, goals and that. He even missed one in front. And you shouldn't, when you're in this standard of football, your goal kicker's got to take the easy points. So we're going to line out. It's an Avatiu throw into the line out. He's 15 metres out. And it's going to be on for young and old. They're all up. Now it's in. It's been well taken by Avatiu. They're going to try and rumble the ball up. Tupapa's got their forwards in there. There's a big push on. Not going anywhere. They've released the ball. They've turned it back inside. It's going to be a real scrap in the forwards this game. There's a big run down the middle. He's 15 metres out. And out comes the yellow card. Oh, I didn't think it was that bad. I'm sure he pulled out his yellow card. Did he pull out his yellow card? That's fair enough, as long as he's consistent. As long as he's consistent. I don't care what the referee does, as long as he's consistent with his calls. So we've got Avatiu kicking for a penalty. Right out in front, 15 metres right out in front. And this is one of their real problems last week, Avatiu, the goal kicking. They didn't have a kicking tee. But today he's got a kicking tee, so it should be a lot better for him. So it's 5-0, the kick to come. While the kick's being taken, and it should go over. Taking his time. And that's over. It's 5-3, Tupapa's way. And whilst we're getting back to the halfway to take the kickoff, I just want to thank our sponsors. T&M Heather, Origin Gas, Cook Island General Transport, Bucket TV and 89.5 on the FM dial on the radio. Up we go, Tupapa's kicked off. It's a great take. It's a great take from the Panthers, and they're rolling it up the middle. Ben, there's the live stream. And the 15 metres out, the Panthers. Here we go. Knock on. Little knock on, but no matter how little it is, it's a knock on. So I've got a scrum going down, 20 metres out. No, that's just the live stream. That's not the camera, it's the cameras over here. So we're just showing some of our live streaming, and if you want to watch these games, we live stream all the games we televise.
I mean, I'm happy.
And it's a great coverage, so no matter where you're from in the Pacific, in Oceania, you should be able to pick it up off the Bucket TV live stream account on YouTube. So the scrum has collapsed. It's 5-3, and it's going to be a close and hard-fought game, this one. Got all the stars from Rarotonga playing in this one. The back line for both these teams are just chock full of good footballers. And it will get competitive in the second half because neither of them like to lose. Big push on, but Avatiu swung the ball around, and the referee's not going to rule on it. Out it comes Avatiu. Oh, he's knocked the ball on. Hey, blow your whistle louder so the players can hear it. There's a knock on. We got Peter Masters in the Tupapa team, and he's on the reserves bench, and Peter's one of our real good footballers. So either he's not been training or he's just not good enough. But the fellow what I want you to watch is the fullback for the Tupapa Panthers. He scored 5 tries last week, and honestly, he played for the Bulldogs last year, and I didn't think he was much top. But after last week, I seen him flying through Takitumu, which, you know, he's done it. But you score 5 tries in one game, you've done pretty well. There's a dog on the field. He hasn't got a football jumper on, so the ref should send him off. So the scrum's being reformed. So the ball's going to go in. He's called set. Tupapa feed. Juniors put the ball in. They've taken it out. That's Tom. Tom's been a great footballer for years for everybody. I call him Captain Courageous. He's a great footballer. Never plays a bad game. And the whole family, his brother's the captain of the Sea Eagles and his other brother plays for the Sea Eagles. So there's 3 of them all playing first grade football. There's a kick. Here we go. Here we go. Here's trouble. Here's one Fijian. He's off. He's going to give it to another Fijian and he's off. What a great run. He's been brought down 25 metres out, but has put the Panthers on the front foot. Now they're coming up the middle, but that's Avatiu's strength. That's a great run. And I think that was Carbe, the winger. Out they come. Tom's got the ball out. Here goes this boy. A little kick into the corner. It's gone too far. I don't know what the draw is for next week, but I hope it's a double header again because we've got a huge crowd here today. The biggest crowd I've seen in our union games for a long time. And we've only got 4 teams, but we're seeing quality football. So we've got a line out, 15 metres out. It's Tupaki throwing it in for Avatiu. Up they go. Oh, it's been taken by Avatiu. Great take in the line out. Here goes the kick. But the referee says they're all offside. Billy's a stickler for the rules. So we've got a penalty going to Avatiu. That's smart. Tupapa's kicked the ball away, so that's put a kibosh on a quick replay. A restart, sorry. So we have to get the ball from the sideline. We're 25 metres out from the Avatiu try line. They've got a penalty. I think this is 15 Mafu. There's a good kick for the line, but it hasn't gone out. And here we go again. Here's the trouble. There's a kick. Here's Ben Boy. He's off. He's quick. And Avatiu's off. They're off. A great football list. They're 35 metres out from the Panthers try line. And the referee's telling the Panthers to get onside. It's a slow ball. It's going to be a penalty against the Panthers. And I think this game's just going to to and fro like this the whole game. Because there's not much between these two teams. And you know, Avatiu will fight to the end. There's a great kick. 25 metres out. We're going to have a line out. It's an Avatiu line out and throw. Billy's telling the Panthers to get onside. And that's good because we see a lot of offside play in these line outs and scrums. Up they go. It's been knocked down. He's got away with Avatiu. There's a big run down the middle. That's a great run from the forwards. They're out in the centre of the field. And here we go. They got an inside ball here. And they're running. Oh, they're all over the place. Oh, great tackle. Great tackle. This is where Avatiu's deadly. They get away with a real big man down the middle. Oh. There's no advantage. Avatiu had the ball. He's got him offside. Should have let it go a little bit further, Bill. Anyway, it's Avatiu penalty, 10 metres out. They'll probably go for the sideline and started up, we're going to kick for goal. There's the right decision in a close game, because I don't think there'll be much in this game at the end of the day. While he's taking the kick, I just want to thank our sponsors once again. Cook Island General Transport, Origin Gas, T&M Heather, Vaka TV, and the owner of Vaka TV standing next to me.
Tupapa Center, Sports Center, not TNM.
Oh, okay, the Tupapa Sports Centre and 89.5 on the FM dial. I've just been corrected. But Tupapa's always with us, so I should have remembered that. We're kicking for goal here. And I think this is Achilles' heel for Avatiu on what I seen last week. I was speaking to the coach and I told him you got to find yourself a goal kicker because these kicks can win the games. There's a great kick that's gone over. 3 points, Dave, yes. So it's going to be a real nip and tuck game, this one. A long way from being settled, this game. Two big packer forwards, two very fast back lines. And you can see the strength of Tupapa when you got Pilecki over here, number 7. He's normally a centre or a winger. He's playing breakaway. And there's a big kick down the middle of the field. And I wouldn't be kicking these Fijian boys because they're just so quick. Out they come. There's a big run down the middle. Here's trouble again. They're off to the races. And he's over. What a great run. Oh, he's got the ball away. He's been brought down right on the try line. But that's what brings people to the game, that type of running with the ball. They've got men everywhere, Tupapa, but they can't get the ball to land. Oh, they're dancing around. I think Avatiu did well to cover that one up. They're all offside. 5 metres out, right in front. I think Avatiu did well to survive that, but I don't think the pain's over yet. Because Tupapa are going to kick for goal, which is a good decision. Not going to be much in this game. But gosh, those Fijians are exciting. They just make me, I'm so glad I come to the game and I watch that sort of stuff because they run like racehorses. And Tupapa's got 2 fellas out there that just epitomise this game. And Tua hasn't even done anything yet, and he's a star. But we got this boy, Ben, and you got Carve, and the whole back lines. Over Sissy, or Sio as they call him. He's a Fijian. Viger, he's a Samoan. That's another 3 points to the Panthers. And the score is 8-6 to the Panthers. We've got the official scoreboard man next to me, so we can't go wrong. But we've got a long way to go in this game. And it's going to be exciting. So you should strap yourself into your chair and watch this, get a cup of coffee, cup of tea, some biscuits, and enjoy this because this is rugby union at its best in the Rarotonga. Oh, it's a shocking kick. It hasn't gone 10 metres and I think it's gone out on the full. So back to the halfway. Little things that just, you know, this is only our second game and we've been in this lockdown situation for a long time. So they're the little things that they'll improve with all this. So we've got a scrum going down right on the halfway mark. Junior's going to feed the ball for Tupapa. Billy's very strict on the scrum. He wants it square. He wants them no push until the ball goes in. And he's very decisive with his decisions. He's yelling bind, set, making sure they're both onside behind the linesman. And the Tupapa try and push them. They've gone from the lock. They're off. Oh, look, Oh. They're over the top, Avatiu. They're a bit slow getting there. But when you got wingers like these, the Tupapa's got, and even Avatiu, you've just got to get the ball out to them because, mate, they bring people to the crowd. It's like the league last year. We had those 3 PNG guys playing for the Sea Eagles, and people went to the game just to watch them play football. They didn't care who they played for. They just wanted to see exciting footballers. And boy, did we see some exciting football. So the sun's come out. We got a penalty. We're 45 metres out. It's a bit too far, I think, for this guy. But close game, all the points are going to count. Here goes, yeah, the half coach of the Takitumu team. Richard, they played better today, mate. Up it goes. It's a shocker. It hasn't gone 20 metres. And that's, I don't know why they take the kick. They should have went to the sideline. Here we go again. This is the Fijian boys got the ball back out. They're running. They're into it. They're over. They're 40 metres out from the Avatiu line. They're set, Avatiu. There's a big kick downfield. Avatiu's put the kick back downfield. It's been taken by winger, the Fijian boy, and he caught the ball, which is a surprise to me. And they've gone out wide. Now they're going to do something. Now they're going to do something. They're going to go, big run, great tackle. They've got the ball. Smart football from Tupapa. Covered it up, held the ball long enough to get his forwards back into the game. They're trying to hold him up. They're going to be successful. So we're going to have a scrum. So we've been held up in the tackle. We're going to have a scrum. Avatiu's going to be scrum and feed. They're 30 metres out from the Avatiu try line. It's been played at a good speed this game. A lot better than last week. It was mucky last week, but I made all the excuses. We hadn't played football for a long time. Even my call was terrible. But here we go. Oh, that's gone backwards. It's on for young and old. The Tupapa Panthers are in after this ball. But Avatiu's, oh, they're fighting for it. They ought to know. You can't argue with Billy. Billy don't muck around with any calls. He calls it and that's it. But Joe Vasisi or CO got the ball. He thought he was off. So the kick for the line. And now Sean Willis on the sideline. He's our touch man, father of Stephen Willis, who played in the last game. And it's right on halfway. Tupaki's going to throw the line out. And they move in. Up they go. Oh, Tupaki's cleaned him up. They're all offside. The ball's out. Well, that's forward to a penalty to Avatiu. Very aggressive, Avatiu, when they play. They play right on the line. That's Lecky's taking the ball for the kick. And we're on the 30-metre mark. We've got another line out. Tupaki's going to throw it in. He's pretty accurate with his throwing. They probably missed Clive Nicholas because Clive's normally our jumper. Up they go. It's been overthrown. It's going to be a Tupapa ball. Not straight. So we're going to have a scrum. Tupapa, scrum and feed. And this game's going to rumble on right to the 80th minute. This is not going to be decided at half time, I wouldn't imagine. It's going to go right to the wire. Junior's put the ball in. He's got it out wide. It's Viger. He's put the kick in. Good long kick. It's going to go way down. John Penner's got the ball. He's put a kick in. John's like lightning. But he's got plenty of people to match his speed out there. Here we go. There's another Fijian. He's off. Underneath that tackle. And Tupapa's slow getting back. And there's a big chance Avatiu might get this ball. Oh, he's got another high tackle. That's good, Billy. You're being consistent. The one thing I don't like to see in the game is one bloke off and then somebody else does the same tackle and he stays on. So that's what you can't complain. That's consistency. That's what we need in the game. So it's an up and over tackle. Whether it's dangerous or not, it's illegal and it's a yellow card. So we're 40 metres out from the Avatiu try line. We're going to have a line out. It's going to be a Tupapa throw into the line out. And I just hope that we can get the ball out to these Fijian fellas out wide. They've got the ball, Tupapa. They'll set them alight. The forward's a bit slow getting there to cover the ball up, but they've got the ball. This is where Tupapa's a good team. They just rumble it on. Oh, out the shocker. There's all trouble in there. There's Avatius all over this ball. Oh, they're scrapping. This is a dog fight. Here's trouble. Great head-on tackle. 30 metres out. Knock on from the Panthers. There was nobody there to help him. And I think the tackler was lucky. The sun's in our eyes. But this is a great game. It's a great ground for the game, and I love it here. The Hever family has done a terrific job here. They've turned this into a real good game of football, the field for football. Netball, they've got a great clubhouse, the amenities are good, and this is the place to play our league and union. And the surface is terrific because we've had a lot of rain. So the ball's in. Avatiu ball, he's trying to get them on side. And up we go, there's the big kick. And the game kicking to these wingers. He's off. Look at this. Gosh, they're exciting. Look at this. It's just exciting to watch these guys. Yeah, they get taken out and everything else, but he's run 40 metres and made people look very ordinary, and they're not ordinary footballers. And you're going to pay the penalty if you keep kicking these Fijian wingers because they're electric when they get going. They love broken play. So we're 10 metres out. He's gone out, so we've got a line out. And Avatiu's going to pay the price. If they're going to do anything, they've got to kick the ball down the middle of the field, not to the side. The ball's in. It's a bit of a rumble. Avatiu's trying to get their men back to put the weight in behind the scrummage down there. And Tupapa's in for the challenge. And they've got the ball. Here's trouble. They're trying to feed it to the winger. Oh, he's dropped the ball. That was a miracle pass, but it just didn't come off. But it's well worth throwing it. but lands, everybody will say, what a great try. It didn't land where he wanted it. But this is exciting football, this one. Hope it comes up like that on TV. So we've got a scrum going down. 10 metres out from Avatiu. Avatiu's hanging in there. And they'll hang in there right till the 80th minute. So Avatiu's scrum and feed. Knowing the way the tactics are gone, they'll get the ball out and they'll kick it. And it'll probably go over wings again, and that's not very smart. They've got to try and start chipping it to keep away from these three back players in yeah, like this. This is good. This is good. They're off. But the wingers are back there. He's got, oh yeah, he's got him. 40 metres out, great tackle. The Eels forwards are very slow getting there. If they retain the ball, they've done well. Well, they're into it. Tupapa's a very fit team. I watch them train, and they train and train and train, and they're up for this. So it's a penalty for Avatiu, 40 metres up from their own try line. But that little kick over the top is a smart part of the game, because you just can't keep kicking to these three back players down at Tupapa, because they will kill you, especially if it becomes broken play. So here we go. It's a big high kick. It's going to go, ooh. It's 30 metres up from the Tupapa try line. We've got a line out. It's Avatiu's throw into the line out. Hope you're enjoying this, because I am. And it's played in good spirit so far. And let's hope it continues right through the game. Avatiu's gone for the short line out. He's been taken. And it's been a great run. He's run over the top of the Tupapa player. And this is Avatiu at the best. They love playing in that forward pack. Very strong. They'll rumble it up and rumble it up, because this is where Avatiu's good. They're right on the try line. The referee's telling them to... They're going to get the ball out wide. He's lost the ball. Here, it's gone forward. Knock on. Bit unlucky, the Panthers. They were going to get away then. The score is 6-8 to Tupapa. And it's very close. Been played at a good level this game. Last week it's improved 1,000% from last week. The referee's called timeout. Beautiful afternoon in Ararangi. Sun's out. It's not too hot. A bit of a breeze blowing. Good afternoon for rugby union. And these teams have improved so much with one game under their belt. Last week it was a mucky game, and this is miles better. And people can't pick the winner yet, which is good. It means the game's very even. While the scrum's going down, and it's a Tupapa ball. I just want to thank our sponsors once again. Without them, I was facing an Avatiu ball. They're running the blind side. Here's this little number 15, and he's a good little footballer, Mafu. And here we go into the corner. It just dropped right on the try line. They're going to try and push this ball over, and he's in. I think that's Big Stanley. That's a try to Avatiu. And that's where Avatiu's strong all around the forwards. Sam. I got young eyes with me today. But it's a good game of football, this one.
11-8 conversion to come.
Yep, 11-8, kick to come. That's not the score, sis. Oh, they haven't put the try up yet.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, but they're slow putting up scores up.
The one for the last one was wrong too. 40 to 12.
Who's playing next week, Ben?
Tupapa, Avatiu, Takitumu.
Avatiu, Takitumu. Well, Takitumu will have to let their game. Tupapa and Ararangi, the Cowboys. Yeah. And we're going to be at Tingia by the looks of things. It's only early planning, but it's going to be a double header. Yeah, we're going to have double headers all the way through, which is good. And the fans love it. Fans love it because you got fans from 4 teams here today, and we've got a big crowd. This is the biggest crowd I've seen here for a long time. And we've got this kick lined up, and the camera's right on it. And the goal kicks, they've got to make sure they go over because, in my opinion, goal kicking is going to win this game. And that's not a bad looking kick. Great kick right over the black dot. That's a great kick, that one. That's Lecky, isn't it?
No, that's Gabby.
Yeah. Oh, Gabby, the Fijian.
13-8.
13-8. That is to Avatiu. 13-8 to Avatiu. And Avatiu's the home team, Dave. But that's nothing. It's only a try, the difference. We've got a long way to go.
I can't change it now.
No, that's right. No, that's right.
They scored it with Nye off the field.
Yeah.
That's good.
But he's a game breaker. He'll be on. Great take. Took it straight to the ground. Avatiu. Here's big Stanley. Oh, he's lost the ball. It's gone out. A lot of the Avatiu moves come off Big Stanley, making a big run up the middle. There's been a quick throw in. It's gone out wide. The winger's off. It's a kick over the top. There's plenty of troops down there for Avatiu. They're still going. They've all overrun the ball. And the referee's going to pull them back. Knock on. But we're in for some good football here in our competition. If the things work out, we're going to be at Murray, Nukapuri Park down at Murray. And we've only got 4 teams, but you're going to see the best of what we got. And the games next week, the teams will be a lot fitter and a lot more capable. And they're just getting themselves into the game because we haven't had any contact sport like most of the world with this virus. And you can't train without getting into the game situation. So next week will even be better. And I can't wait for next Saturday. But I'm wishing my life away. Got a scrum going down. And the referee's doing a good job here today. And that's important too. The ball's in, the ball's out. It's a scramble for the ball. And we're going to have a penalty for Tupapa. I don't know what the single is, but it's a penalty to the Panthers. And Avatiu's been on top for the last 5 or 10 minutes. And Tupapa's got to turn that around because you can't let Avatiu get on top of you because they won't get off you. So, and there's a halfway single, 13-8. We got a line out 40 metres out from the Panthers try line. And if the Panthers can win the line out, they will run the ball. Up they go. And Avatiu's pinched it. And they've done well. Here's a big run. Oh, great defence. And here's Avatiu. They're going to rumble this right down to the try line. They just run their forwards and run them and nice tight football. And Avatiu's good at this. And Tupapa's got to be very careful that they don't draw a penalty. The ref's telling the Panthers to get onside. They're looking for the kick. It's gone back, and that's a knock-on, so that'll be the end of the game. That's half-time. We'll be back shortly for the second half.
It's good 13-8 because of these PNG guys. And I know all the Fijians get their families to watch it in Fiji.
I should have my truck next week. Already. Platform, the whole works.
So next week you'll be filming from the beach side, is it?
Oh, you can't do it from the top side.
Nah.
They hate me.
They love you. They love you. They love you.
Crazy.
All right. Viewers, we're back for the second half. The score's
13-8.
13-8 to the yellow team. And the sun's setting very low and it's in the yellow team's eyes. And here we go. The Fijian's got the ball. He's taking it up middle. Tupapa's over the top. And I know what Tupapa would have said. Play it in close. Get it out wide. And Avatiu's George Fataface, the coach, he'd be saying, oh, gosh, that bloke, he's quick off the mark, that Fijian. And the coach for Avatiu saying, play it in tight. We're doing all right, so let's stay in tight. So this game's going to be won in this half. 13-8's only a try of difference. And this guy on this side looks like for Avatiu is Davida. And he's the Fijian boy, and gosh, he's a good runner. If he runs straight, he's exciting. There's some good footballers out here. And it's a pleasure sometimes to watch the things that they can do. Like Sainagi in that last game, the try he scored was beautiful, but the rest of his game was dreadful. But they do some good things for these guys. And Sainagi's problem is he's not fit. He don't train. But he just stands around. But when he wants to do something, he's an exciting footballer. And in my opinion, he's probably the best Fijian here, but he don't train. But these guys here, they train. Avatiu never stop training. Tupapa train and train and train, and you can see the quality of the football that's coming out of them. So we've got a scrum going down. It's 30 metres out from the Tupapa try line. And I think we're in for an exciting half of football. This is an Avatiu ball, so they will run this ball. They'll get up close and then they'll try and rumble it up with the big forwards because they're a great forward team, Avatiu. They love running the forwards. Knock on from the scrum, so it's going to be a Tupapa ball. It's a beautiful afternoon. It's a beautiful setting. If you've ever been to Rarotonga, you should come out here and watch a game of football at Arangi. It's a great setup. We've got some good fields here, good amenities, and the clubs that run these grounds do a lot of good work. This field, after all the rain we've had, is in terrific condition. So we're down, the ball's in. Tupapa's trying to hold it. They got the ball out. They're running straight into it. They're right on the halfway mark. Avatiu's trying to hold them up. They're on the halfway mark. The ball's out. Avatiu's trying to set it up into a forwards game. Out it comes. They're gone to the wingers. 40 metres out. Good football from Tupapa. They put the kick up. These outside men are after it. Great take. Great take. He's a good little footballer, Mafu. He's a PNG guy, and union's not his game, but he's a great little footballer. And there's a kick, but there's 400 Tupapa players down the back. And this guy is going to get the ball. He is the exciting machine. He's got the ball out. And just on a footnote, the fullback for Tupapa, he played for the Bulldogs last year, and I didn't think he was that much of a footballer, but since he's come here to Tupapa, I don't know what they've done, but they're giving him the ball, and gosh, he's improved, in my opinion, 1,000%. So we've got a penalty going to the Tupapa team. They're going to be down on the halfway mark. We're going to have a line out. You should get a good view on the camera to see if it's straight or not. The referee's assisting this game to be a good quality game. He's very precise. He doesn't muck around. He's consistent, and that's what players want. And it's a Tupapa ball. See, they're running the forwards up. Oh, into it. Good short passes. And look at Avatiu into this. They're into it like a dog on a bone. But they've come up with the ball again. Oh, it's a long pass. Oh, that's Fiji. He couldn't pick it up, so he just kicked it. Tupapa's there. It's a penalty to Avatiu, 40 metres out from their own try line. For what? I don't know. But nobody's complaining, so it must be the right ruling. Oh no. It's gone to his sock. When he goes to his sock, I think that's CIRU. When he goes to his sock, you know you're in trouble. He's not pulling it up, he's pulling it down to get his cards out. But as I say, as long as he's consistent, nobody will complain. So that's going to make it a little bit harder for Tupapa to get back into this game, because Avatiu's a hard team to play with one man down. Yeah. So we're going to have a line out. 30 metres out. It's going to be an Avatiu throw into the line out. And this is where Avatiu's very dangerous. They'll get the forward. It's been pinched by Tupapa, but it's gone out. But Avatiu's dangerous in these positions. It's their line out. They'll try and get the ball out to one of the players, run it into the forwards, and then they'll just try and monster it over. That's the Avatiu way of playing football. Very simple, but they're very effective. So in we go. Up they go. It's gone not straight. It's gone right down the back. So it wasn't straight. So we're going to have a scrum, and it's Tupapa head and feet. And I'm remiss in not mentioning the Tupapa Centre as one of our sponsors, and I apologise, Terry, but I'm only new at this game. But you're on my mind because I train there myself, and I feel bad about it. We've got a scrum going down 25 metres out from the Tupapa try line. It's a Tupapa scrum and feed. They're set, the ball's in, ball's out, and here they come. It's gone backwards. Here's trouble for Avatiu's come up with the ball. He's shoveled it out. Here's Mafu. Oh, he's missed it. He's kicked in. Gosh, that's good football to keep it in. Oh, look, they're into it. They're into it. Knock on. Knock on called by the linesman, Mr. Cora. We're going to have a replacement. This is Carve here, and he's just flying machine, but I think he's only a four-cylinder compared to this other guy, Ben. I think he's a V8. And Carve scores a lot of tries in Union for Tupapa. And they're only going to get better. So here we go. We've got a scrum right in front of you. It's a Tupapa scrum. It's Vigas feeding it. Archers put the power on, and they're going out wide. They're obviously trying to get these Fijians in the game. Around they go, and off they go. Oh, he couldn't get the ball out. There's the kick on the ground. It's going to probably go out. They've knocked it out. So it's 30 metres out. We've got a line out. Going to be a Tupapa throw. This is desperate football from both these clubs. They want bragging rights from the replay last year in the grand final. They're very competitive, these teams. Tupapa throw. Up they go. It's been pinched. Avatiu's got the ball, and this is where Avatiu will just run these big forwards into the middle. They'll try and wear you out. "15 metres out." The ref's telling the Panthers to get onside. This is Avatiu at its best. It's just rolling it up. They're running into the forwards. They love this contact game, Avatiu. They're into it. Now they've got the big forwards running. Oh, great run into the centre of the field, but lost the ball. And they're on the... Look at this man go. He's like a racehorse. He's going to get the ball. No, they both missed it. But gosh, he's made up. The fullback for Avatiu went for the ball, and he's made up 20 metres in 10 metres distance. He's just a flying machine. I wish I had a racehorse like him. So we've got a scrum going down, and I think it's going to be a Tupapa ball. But that was desperate from the fullback from Avatiu. He knew he was in trouble if he didn't get that ball. But this is a good level game, this one. Not much in it. Some of these Avatiu forwards are taking a long time to get back into the game. So it's 20 metres out and right in the middle of the field. The ball's in. The ball's out. The Locks Toms run it. They put a kick in. It's a lucky bounce for Tupapa. They've secured the ball. The referee's calling for Avatiu to leave it alone. Junior's got the ball. He's been covered up by the forwards. Out it comes. It's Big Thomas. Great footballer, Tom. Great fan of his. He just turns up every week. And he's trouble. Just been tagged right at the finish. 10 metres out to Tupapa. They need to score here to get into the game. They're right under the goal post. They need a big forward to do something here. Out they come. And here's the big forwards running the ball up. They're right on the try line. It's been passed out. He's just the magic man, but he's been caught. 10 metres out. Avatiu's hanging in there. Avatiu's very good on their line defence. Here's trouble. Here's trouble. Offside. Offside, Avatiu. He's going to bring him back inside, 20 metres inside from the sideline. More pressure for Avatiu. They're going to put a scrum down. I think that's a good call. Tupapa's holding their own in the scrums. And they'll probably try and get it out to some of these quick players out wide. It's all important to win your ball from the scrum. 10 metres out. Call, set. They're set. Ball's in. They've held their scrum well. Tupapa. Now they've got the ball out wide. Oh, they put it down. Play on. Oh, great defence from Avatiu. They're into this. This is on for young and old, this one. Tupapa's trying to get their fast men into the game. They're still 15 metres out. The ball's up in the air. Another penalty for Tupapa, not releasing the tackled player. Good decision. They're going to kick for goal. There's not much in this. It's important to kick these goals. 13-8. 3 points on offer. I got an assistant with me. I hope he doesn't want too much money because we don't pay. That's my sense of humour. But it's important, this kick. It's got to go over. You just can't get down here in Avatiu's area and not come away with points. Cardinal sin. So he's got the kick lined up.
Got to go in first.
It's Viga. Viga's a great kicker. He's a great pressure kicker. And he hasn't broken down yet. He's got a bad right knee, but he's been playing good football and he's a very solid footballer. And he's a great goal kicker, this boy.
He missed the one right in front of the post conversion.
Yeah. And they got 3 or 4 good kickers in it. Look at this. Never look like missing. Mate, you can nearly put your house on him kicking. That's a great kick. So that's, 13-11. And it's in favour of the yellow team. And this is going to go to the wire. We're going to have to see somebody break out and do something special here. Because there's not much in these teams. Very even. And I know Avatiu well, and I know their coach well, and this Avatiu will fight you to the death. They will fight to the 80th minute. If you want to play 90 minutes, they'll still fight. Here's Louis Nicholas calling for the ball out wide. I don't know if Louis is going to chase it or not. I've never seen Louis run so far and so fast. Here comes the kick, and that's out on the full. Must have been inside the 25. Oh, that sounded like it hit a car. And you get a good shot of the players here, and gosh, there's some big men out there. Tupapa throwing for Avatiu. He's been throwing well. Up they go. They just haven't got Clive Nicholas out there. Clive's their jumper. That's Lecky. They're not going anywhere. They've got to run forward. You just can't stand there and pass the ball. You got to make some forward progress when you get the ball. The Tupapa Panthers are all over them at the moment. They've got an advantage here. The referee's got his arm out for Avatiu, and he's going to go back. He's going to give him a penalty. And he's ruled them, I think he's ruled Tupapa offside out wide. And this is going to put them deep into Tupapa territory, this one. So we're just waiting here while this kick's being taken, and scrum or line out will go down depending on the result. I just want to thank our sponsors once more, which is the Tupapa Centre, Origin Gas, Cook Island General Transport, Vaka TV, who gives you this telecast, and it's on live stream and 89.5 on the FM dial, Kiarana Radio. So that's our sponsors, and we appreciate them being with us. They're always with us, and we can't do this without sponsors. And this is a good game for the purists like myself. It's hard fought, a little bit of brilliance here and there, but there's no quarter taken, and it's on for young and old, and there's been a real battle. And kicking for goal, and this is a hard kick from this ground. Moves in, it's up in the air, it's up in the air, and it never, the linesmen haven't moved, and that's a great kick. So that makes it 16-11 to Avatiu, and that tries the difference. And as I said earlier, there's not going to be a lot in this game, and if you can kick those penalties, those 3 points add up. But this Tupapa team, they can get tries from anywhere. It's a high kick. They're trying to get the ball back. It's been secured by Avatiu. He's telling Tupapa to get onside. Avatiu's retained the ball. They're right 40 metres out from their own try line. The ball's gone back, but there's been a knock on, so he'll bring it back both ways, a knock on. So I think it'll be Avatiu scrum and feed. I think the first knock on was from Tupapa. The good thing about this game, in my opinion, we've got two senior linesmen that are up with the game and they can only assist the referee, and that's important. Short arm penalty to Tupapa from the scrum. So it's Tupapa's ball, 40 metres out, and they've taken a tap. They're going to rumble it up into the middle. That was a great run. Avatiu's let him run 20 yards, and they're still going. Now this is where Tupapa can be dangerous. They're going to come to the blind side. They're trying to hold him up. He's down on the ground. There's another penalty to Tupapa. I think they'll kick for goal because points are valuable. Especially when you've got a guy like this fella that can kick your goals from anywhere. On his day, he's probably a 98% kicker. But me, being like I am, I just want to see these Fijian boys out wide get the ball and run 100 yards. Because to me, that's what football's all about. But this is a real tussle, this one. Been a long afternoon, but I hope you enjoy our coverage because they're both on the live stream. And if you're in any parts of the world other than Rarotonga and you're a Cook Islander, you can see your teams and your villages playing football. And you can't do that in a lot of places. Takes his time, he knows it's important. Never look like missing. 13-16, 14-16 my scorer tells me. I'll have to double his pay. Double nothing is nothing, scorer. It's been a good afternoon of football here today, and I think it's been a real big success for the union, the Cook Island Rugby Union here, to play these double headers. We've only got 4 teams in it because of the virus, but to put them both in one stadium or football field, it's been knocked down. It's a Tupapa ball. Tupapa's over it, but the Tupapa forwards are there, and they're all offside, but the referee's done a good job, so I'm not criticising him. It's another Tupapa moving the ball up, and they've kicked it. It's gone out on the full, come back. That's not the sort of kick you want, because all it does is put pressure on yourself. And you just can't invite Avatiu into your game, into your game, because they are just a relentless team. They'll be at you and at you and at you till they get you. So we line out, 40 metres out from the Tupapa try line, and mistakes like that can cost you. Tupapa's come up with a ball. They're going to run there's a good kick. This is what you need to beat the defence. It's play on. They're 35 metres out to Tupapa. Oh, I thought that might have been a knock on, but no. Great spot tackle. Great spot tackle. That was from Tavita. Tavita's after him. He's got this bloke. He's been very quiet, but this is Tupapa at their best. They're down the middle. They're trying to retain their ball. They got it. They've got to get their forwards into this game because Avatiu will get you. Out they go wide, out to their money men. Gosh, they've got a good back line too, Tupapa. Oh, Straight into the forwards. That's a big, brave run. They're going to go to the wing again. They've just got to keep retaining the ball, the Tupapa Panthers, because you just can't give Avatiu a chance to get your pill. Got another penalty. It'll be an interesting call from Tom, the captain. The referee's telling Avatiu what to do. He's got his arm up. Penalty to Tupapa. They're going to go, oh, it's good. It's good for the spectators. He's gone for the sideline. So here we go. A lot of pressure on Avatiu here. But obviously Tupapa are going for the win, and I commend Tom, the captain, for doing this. He could kick for goal. It could have been an easy kick for Viger. But they're going to go and try and get this win. Well, get to the lead anyway. So in come, they've got to win the line out. They'll go to their money man. Captain fantastic. Up he goes. Oh, short throw. I think they're all expecting Tom to get the throw. But they've lost the ball and Avatiu's come up with it. They're right on their try line, so Tupapa have got to try and rumble them. And try and hold them down there and try and get the pill. Yeah, here comes the kick. It's gone out, but it's safe. It's right on the 25 ball, no, sorry. Right down on the 15 metre mark. Like a big post in front of me, can't see. Right, here we go. Tupapa's big chance. They got the line out. In they go, short line out again. Short throw in the line out. Right, they've formed their ruck. They're trying to rumble it over, but Avatiu's got all their big men there. It's turning around. It's getting very close. When you see the referee getting down like that, you know it's getting close. And I think he's ruled a try. John Vanu. Yep, number 2. Well, he's built like a brick outhouse. Short to the ground and very wide.
To make my wife happy when I get home.
Yeah, but Johnny's a really tough man. No, it was a long way to go. But Avatiu will regroup. They're not done with yet. (19-16) the score at the moment. And here goes Mr. Reliable with a kick. I hate saying things like that because I put the mods on him, but this guy's a very consistent kicker. And they got one of the best kickers in the team over there. Flecky Ioane, like he's a 90% kicker too, and for this bloke to be kicking for your team, he's got to be good. Takes his time, he knows it's important. Every point counts in these sort of games. Up it goes, it's going to be across the front. But Billy's got him. He did this last week. The defending team cannot take off that early. So he did it last week for Avatiu, and they got the advantage of the players taking off before they were allowed to. So I don't think Viger will make the same mistake with this kick. That would just float it. It normally kicks it. And they can't complain, Avatiu, because they got the advantage of this sort of thing last week. Their man missed it in front, but the opposition took off too soon, and the rest is he. He took off too soon, we'll give him another kick, and then he kicked it. history might repeat itself here. Because Avatiu's obviously not going to, I don't think they're allowed to run.
Hey, come inside. Where you go?
So in we go, second chance. Viger will make the adjustments. This is a better kick. This is a better kick. But it's missed. But it was a lot better kick, the second one.
1916.
1916's our score to Tupapa. And we've got a long way to go yet. The game's not over. Quick kick off. Avatiu's on the go. Been caught by the Tupapa players down on the 20-metre mark. They're running it out, the forwards. They're over the top, Tupapa, so they're going to retain the ball. They'll play it in the forwards for a while, Tupapa. Their game plan's very similar to Avatiu. Play it in the forwards till you can get an advantage and then throw it out wide. Like Avatiu scrapping for this ball. Out they come. Oh, terrible pass. Terrible pass, but Billy's playing the advantage. He's a good footballer, this boy. He's got the ball away. They're still going. Tupapa's on the over the top. Archie's trying to retain the ball, but he'll go back. He's got a knock on there. He's got a knock on there. Is he going to go back to his original call? Yes. So it's going to be Avatiu scrum and feed. Nearly in the centre of the field, 20 metres out. And this is where Avatiu's dangerous. Avatiu's dangerous in this situation. They'll retain the ball from the scrum. They'll settle it down the middle and then bring their big forwards into the game. That's their game plan. In it goes. They got the ball. Out they come. Oh, here we go. He's trouble. He hasn't got the speed. Avatiu's got there. Tupapa's got there too late. They got the ball, but they're all offside by a mile. That looks like Big Davey Matto. Good run down to the heart. It's still going. Great run. The Panthers forwards aren't getting there over the ball. And that's why they've lost it. They were slow getting to the breakdown. There's an advantage. He's got his arm out. There's an advantage to Avatiu. Oh. He's gone out, I think. Oh no, still going. 40 metres out. 40 metres out. It's going to be an Avatiu penalty. 40 metres out from the Tupapa try line. The crowd's been very quiet today. I don't know why. Normally our crowds are very boisterous. But we got a penalty going to Avatiu. 40 metres out. They're going to go for the line. And you'll see the power play from Avatiu here. They are great power players. So we've got a line out. It's an Avatiu throw. They're 15 metres out. And the forwards are marching up. If they retain the ball from the line out, you'll see some power coming into this game. Up they go. Got the ball. Not straight. Coach killer. Poor George will be having a heart attack. That was their big opportunity. Just give the ball back to the opposition for no reason. He's got a scrum going down in the same position, but it's Tupapa scrum. It'll be interesting to see if they kick the ball, whether it's short or long, because they got the Avatiu people in two minds. The fullback's way back and the wingers are short. A little couple of chips over the top have been really good value for them. That's a long kick. Mafu's, they're good footballers, these boys. That was a great take for on the run. And look at him chasing the ball. He's nearly got there when the ball's landed. Just missed him, but there's another kick on and there's no fullback back there. And look at this, the wingers from the Tupapa players. Now here we go. And the Panthers are there in numbers. They're in there with numbers. I think the referee's, I don't know if he's got his arm out or not. Oh, there's a big hit. Oh. That was a great, that stopped the man in the tracks. At 30, he's got his arm out, waving his arm. He's like a traffic cop in Australia. Don't know what he's doing. 40 metres out. That's a Tupapa penalty. There's a man with cramp, and I really don't think they should stop the game for blokes with cramps. But it's getting dark, it's getting cold, sun's going down, and we're going to have another cold night in sunny downtown Rarotonga tonight. And they tell me it's all coming from Australia via New Zealand. It sounds like people behind us are enjoying their game of rugby because they can't see it, but they're happy. Oh, here they come, all the assistants with the water. We've got a bit of a delay, so while this is happening, I just want to thank our sponsors, probably for the last time. It's the Tupapa Centre, Origin Gas, oh, I've forgotten them all, but General Transport, Cook Island General Transport, Bucka TV, 89.FM on the radio dial, and Tupapa Sports Centre. And we've got a penalty here to Avatiu, I think. Here's their big chance to try and put in a good kick down here and attack. That's a good kick. It's going to be 25, 30 metres out. Sean Willis is on that line. So we've got a line out. And Avatiu's got to get this line out right because this is going to put them right on the attack. And as I said before, this is what suits them. They'll put on the power and they will really test Tupapa. But first of all, they've got to win the line out. So up they go. This time it's good, clean ball. And look at them come in. They're all getting behind the ball carrier. There's a big push on. They're going to run. They're going to run this right down to 15 metres out. Still going. Still going. They must be very close. They're right down on the try line. That's Avatiu power. They're looking for a ball, but it ain't coming out. Now here they go. The forwards are there. They're going to try and rumble this over Avatiu. And this is Avatiu at their best. He's got his hand out for an advantage. Here's a great ball. Great ball. It's Mafu. He's thrown it anywhere and he's gone out, but the referee's going to call him back because he had an advantage over here. So they're going to be 10 metres out. This is going to go to the wire, this game, which I believe it was going to happen from the start of the game because there's not much between these two teams. Here we go again. It's a power play that Avatiu's good at. They got their forwards over the ball. They've got forwards ready to rumble it up. In they go. Great run. He's just short of a try line. They've got to get their forwards back here. Oh, my God. Lost the ball. And that might be the death knell. I don't think there's a lot more time to go. We're down to the last 10 minutes, so that was their big chance. So we've got a scrum going down. It's a Tupapa ball, and Tupapa will get it out to Viger, and he'll put it down the centre of the field. Avatiu's trying to screw it around. There's a pass. This is what I like about it. Oh, he's lost the ball. Tavita's got the ball, and he's been picked up. But he's got to play the knock on. Got to play the knock on. So here's another chance for Avatiu. This game hasn't been flashing a lot of parts, but there's been some brilliant football. But you can't knock the defence of these two teams because it's only their second game in this competition. After a 6 months, 8 months layoff, and they're doing really well. So we've got the scrum going down. It's an Avatiu ball. The ball's in. The lock's trying to hold it. He's got the ball. They run it right in, a bit of a kick. It's been picked up by Tupapa right on the try line. They should have done more with it than that. Here comes the ball. It's gone out. And that's Junior chasing the ball. Mafu wants the ball, but it's a long way short of where it went out. So here we go. We've got a line out right under the camera here. 30, 40 metres out from the Tupapa try line. It's an Avatiu throw. They've got to get back up here. Up they go. Long ball. They got it out. That's good. They're looking for their players. Oh, brilliant run, but it's forward. Forward. And that's it. Sorry. I thought there was a bit more time to go. But that's been a good game of football. And we'll see you from a venue next week. Hopefully it's in Murray. And Tupapa's got away with the game. And from Dave, the cameraman, and the owner of Vaka TV, and myself, I hope you enjoy our coverage. And we'll see you from a venue next week. Good evening. Thank you.